on the street, word on the street. Talk politics, current events, relationships, movies and flicks. Word on the street, word on the street. Word on the street is we be staying on topic with sports news and the movies. Anything that just happened. Special guest with that Drake Swift, Savage Kitty and Alex, aka the Sports Mouth. Tori tell them what's happening. Chop it up with you Saturdays. No better way to start your day. Kick it with y'all on Mondays in case y'all really got something to say. If not, we'll catch you on Wednesday. Put the spotlight up to your face. Yeah, you know how we get down. Tell them tune in or get out the way.
What up, Doe? It's Saturday. Good morning, Tori.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mikey. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good.
We're here.
So, hopefully you're not freezing your ass off. Happy New Year. She said,
you are not shit for that.
It's been since August. She's been on. She was She was telling me, I knew you guys were going to get together, and she's about a girlfriend.
I read it off.
She's talking about a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend, and she's really cool. She just told me about her. But okay, great.
I wonder who that is.
I'm glad that you guys are happy because you guys look glowing, especially you, Tori. Girl, look at you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Can y'all hear me okay? I'm in a new location and I feel like I'm echoing.
A little bit. A little bit. I told her, I can't talk bad about my girlfriend. And she said, you better not. I said,
better not. She might listen. She might hear you.
She might hear you. So Mikey, that was our new intro. Wednesday, Tori wasn't on, and Alex wasn't on, so I was by myself. So I launched our new intro. That's from our 100 episodes. So thanks to everybody. I know we put it on there. Thanks to everybody that was involved into our 100th episode in October. Sorry it took so long. Thanks to everybody that was involved in that, anybody that was in that video. So much love. I just wanted to say that why we had another co-host. So what you been up to? I know you said it's been since August. It feels like, to me, it always feels like, they were just on yesterday. But, you are, to be honest with you, congratulations. You are the first guest back on our show. We've never had anybody else back yet.
Thank you. I appreciate the comeback. You guys already know I'm always down to sit here and chop it up with y'all. So I am down always.
Guests back. I've been trying to get some guests back that I really liked. You are the first guest that we're like, hey, let's get her back. This would be great to talk about. Have people call in. I thought that was great, and Tori told me that was a good idea. So we went with it. So thanks for. I know you got some challenges right now. So thank you for coming on.
It's okay. Listen, my water here is messing up right now, so I'm sitting in my daughter's room. So Tori, when you were like, I'm sitting in a new space, I'm like, yeah, me too.
I'm in a bathroom. I'm in a bathroom right now. Because where I'm at, all the walls are white, and I got in front of the white wall, and I was like, I look like I'm sickly. Like, this doesn't look right. So I'm like, let me find something. I said, there's a moon shower curtain, and that's perfect, right? I'm going to get in front of that, right? Yeah. Right. So I'm in a bathroom, so it's okay. No, it's a room.
I didn't even know you were in a bathroom, to be honest.
Yeah. You know what? We do what we do, right?
Is the bathroom a dookie blower?
No, this is a clean bathroom.
Okay.
No, I don't fuck with dookie bathrooms like that.
Mikey, what a dookie blower is?
So, do you know what it is? Okay, so we've talked about it many times, Mikey. Listen, this is detrimental to your health and your well-being for the rest of your life. And I'm going to let you in a little secret here. So the dookie blower is the hand dryer in the bathrooms in public areas. Don't ever
Okay.
use them. Don't.
I
Don't
don't.
do
I
it.
don't. To be honest, I don't even take the paper towel. I'm such a weirdo. Like, I go through a pack of sponges like once a week. I get a pack of sponges. I throw away sponges like every 2 days when I wash my dishes. I prefer not to use a rag. I use like a little loofah and I keep throwing it away once a week. I am such a weirdo already. So when I wash my hands in the public bathroom, I'm air drying all day.
Air dry, yeah. I'll use like toilet paper or I'll use paper towel, but never the blower. So the blower has a filter in it and it circulates air from the bathroom. And these people did like a Mythbuster thing and they showed that it sucks up fecal matter and urine. And so when it sucks it up, where's it blowing it? It's blowing it on your hands, right? So I've dubbed it the dookie blower because that's what it is. And then there's ones that blow, right? And then there's the ones that you stick your hand in. Yeah. You know, like it's got like a little hand compartment, you stick your hand in and it blows.
Right.
I've never seen one of those.
I call that the dookie dipper. It's the same thing, but one is blowing and one you're dipping your hands in the funk. So
you learn something new every day.
Yeah. So just don't use it. And if you see someone using it while you walk past it, hold your breath. Just hold your breath. You'll be okay. Just get it in there and get out.
Right. That's
it's gross, right? Yeah, I know, and it's totally off topic, but I tell the kids, like, we're out to eat, I'm like, hey, reminder, don't use the dookie blower. They're like, okay. I tell everybody because I feel like I need to tell you this is important. And you see moms letting their kids use it and you're like, oh, you're endangering your child right now.
Right.
So that's it. Okay.
So anybody, and we're just going to start opening up the lines. But she said that it's been a year since she's been doing this. And, I didn't know it was that long. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
so
March will be a year.
Okay. So, I mean, congratulations for
Thank you.
a year.
Thank you.
What's new with you besides the water heater? What is new with you?
Lord, a lot. But I mean, out of all the, fucked up things that come with life, a lot of good things come in life. Fortunately, I got to come back on this show. I've been doing a lot more and having a lot more clientele, honestly. Since I got off your show in August, I mean, a lot of clientele came. And then, it's just been picking up ever since. And I've been working with a new group called Spiritual Safe Haven. And basically, it's a group that my friend Kay, she created a while ago. And it's been, I think she just came up on her year anniversary for it. But it's a group that brings in all spiritual backgrounds, no matter what culture, religion you come from. It's just to unite all spirituality and teach each other. And it's a good way to bring the community together.
That's cool.
So I've been a part of that recently.
Well, awesome. So we got a caller. Who's on the line? You're here live with Mikey Sums Rainbow. She will read your cards. So go ahead. Who's on the line?
Good morning. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mikey.
Morning.
Hi, Drake. Hi, Chloe.
Hey.
Good morning. Well, I'm really excited. I'm actually your first caller. This is kind of cool.
Who are we talking to?
My name's Vicky.
Hey.
Hi, Vicky.
Go ahead, Vicky.
Hi.
You're live with Mikey Sums Rainbows. Go ahead and ask her your question.
Well, I got a couple of questions here, I've got a lot going on right now on my plate, some career, some personal, and if you can kind of just do like a general reading. I recently had a lot of loss, friends, family members, just a lot, and I have one girl in particular that passed very suddenly, and maybe it's something that you can enlighten on,
Okay.
And then a little bit of career stuff going on.
Okay. All right. So the first thing I picked up was Christmas tree. and for some reason, was this her favorite, someone's favorite holiday, Christmas? For one of the people that passed away for you?
My favorite holiday?
No, one of the people.
Well, I've had a lot of, I've lost 3 people in the week of Christmas, all friends. So one of them, I imagine Christmas was a pretty good time for her, but she passed a couple of days after Christmas.
Okay. So the reason why I'm getting Christmas is because they want you to understand that this is going to be a difficult time for you for a while, for the years to come. So when the years to come, for like next year, when you go to celebrate Christmas, instead of mourning them, they want you to celebrate them. Do not cry for them. I need you to understand that that's just going to make you sadder, or I'm sorry, more sad than what you will be or what you should be. Okay. Carry their name on.
Okay.
With happiness, and just pass on smiles even when you don't want to, especially in that time. Okay, so you said
same thing, because Christmas is my thing, and it's been kind of tough this last couple of years,
Don't lose your spirit, okay? Even around any holiday like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, don't lose your spirit, because you have a son.
I'm sorry?
Do you have a son?
I have a what? No, I have 2 daughters. I have a grandson who I'm pretty close with.
Okay.
And I have a grandson.
They want you to focus on them. Spread smiles through them, because they're going to want to be around you, and I know you probably never got a reading from me before, but they want you to definitely pick up your attitude, especially when you're around children, because the children are going to make you more happy than what you think, okay? But just involving yourself with children, what's going to pick up your spirits. They want to talk about your medical.
About my what?
Your medical.
Okay, let's hear about some of that.
Why are you fighting to go to the doctor, or what is the resistance?
I don't have any resistance of going to the doctor. I have my husband who's ill right now, who's actually in the hospital right now.
Okay.
But
is this because he prolonged something?
No, my husband has a lot of ongoing medical issues, and a couple of weeks ago, or actually at Christmas, he has so many ongoing medical issues that we both were tested positive for COVID for the second time. Only this time it was a lighter case, especially in my part. But because of his ongoing health issues, it was a little more serious for him. So he kind of got like an infection. And I just kind of am like an advocate of constantly calling the nurses and the doctors to make sure that he's okay.
Okay.
But as far as myself, I'm at that age now where if there's something definitely going on, I'm getting myself checked out, because I plan on living to 110.
I love it. I love that energy.
And I will be throwing back a shot of Tito's when I do turn 110.
I love it. So, how long has it been since you personally been to the doctors for yourself?
As far as like for a physical, probably last year. But I mean, I get my annual, check my boobs, check the plumbing, all of that. I'm good.
I love it.
Vicky, we appreciate you calling in. We do have another caller. You can definitely tip Mikey at Cash App Spirits Guide Vibes.
Oh, Mikey's got something.
One more thing before
Hold
you.
on. Listen, Vicky, your career is going to be fine, honey. You're going to be celebrating something soon, okay? I just want you to know that. Just have faith in yourself and start cheering yourself up, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Vicky. Thanks.
Caller, we have another caller. Who's on the line?
Michelle.
Michelle. How are you, Michelle?
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Corey.
Thanks
I'm
for,
good. How
thanks for being patient. Go ahead and ask your questions to Mikey for me.
Honestly, I don't have anything specific, but I just wanted to see what the cards are saying today.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second. No. Oh, have you been recently dating someone fresh?
No, but I've been in a relationship for 18 months.
18, so it's still kind of fresh. It's still that's a fresh relationship right there. Let's not kid that. Have you been wondering if this person is doing something behind your back?
Mm-hmm.
No. Stop. It's in your mind. Whatever you went through the past relationship before this person, it really fucked you up. So you have to understand that this person is not them, and they're not going to do this to you. Okay. You're very independent.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have been for a long time. Are you scared to give your independence up?
Hold on real quick, Mikey. I know there's another caller. Please, if you could just mute your phone. Anybody that calls in, just mute your phone until we actually are done with the next person. So go ahead. I'm sorry. There you go.
Are you afraid to give your independence up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you need to start creating boundaries for yourself, because at some point this man is going to want you to not surrender, but what I mean is compromise. You're very high strung independent. There is nothing wrong with that at all. That's beautiful. That's what I am. But this person loves you, and you're very high independent. You don't have to be in control all the time, and they want you to let go a little bit of the wall that you built from the previous, and start opening up a little bit more about your past, especially because this is even though it's not fresh, it's like a year and some change in. You definitely need to start opening up more about your past, how it affected you. Show your emotional side a little bit more than what you do. You're so independent, and you have been for a long time, that you're scared to show your emotions, and this person just wants you to be open with them. Okay?
Yeah, any more questions?
Any more questions?
No.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you, Michelle.
Sure, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Michelle.
All right.
At her Cash App, it is scrolling through the screen. It is Cash App Spirits Guide Vibes. Next caller.
All right, I'll do that.
Next caller. Who do we got on the line?
Hi. Good morning. My name is Micah.
How you doing, Micah?
Hey, Micah. Good morning.
Very beautiful name. Just want to
Hey,
say
girl.
I'm trying to entertain all the kids.
Hello.
You're live with Mikey from Rainbow. Go ahead and ask your questions.
So yeah, I was just calling in. Basically, right now, what I'm kind of dealing with my life is I'm basically a single mother. I have 10-month-old, an 8-year-old, and I'm currently 7 months pregnant. And I'm battling a very, very tough, controlling narcissist relationship that I can't seem to get rid of. I think the biggest thing for me is I am afraid of the future on what the content. Once I make my changes, I'm afraid to change. So, yeah, maybe I thought you would call in to see if you can guide me to a more positive light.
Okay. So, something you need to there's something that's stopping you from being happy. First of all, I just want, and I'm not saying this in a mean way, but there's something that's stopping you from being happy when you were like stuff that took place when you were younger, your childhood trauma. It is stopping you from being happy, first of all. And I don't think that this is something that you've shared with a lot of people. And I keep hearing counseling. Have you ever had counseling?
Oh yeah, yes. On and off growing up, yes.
Okay. Have you ever heard about spiritual counseling?
I have, but I've never been something. I think they're like, you know, I've never been to spiritual counseling that other counseling I have come through.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, spiritual counseling is a lot different than regular counseling. When you go to a counselor, no, I'm not disregarding any of them, but they mainly ask you, how do you feel about this? What made you feel like this? They just want to dig deep. Spiritual counseling is a little bit different. You're dealing with somebody that is spiritual and they can heal you in different ways than what an actual counselor will. Not saying that you should do this while you're pregnant. I don't ever advise anybody to go get any kind of healing or anything like that deals with any type of craft while they're pregnant. After you have your child, I feel like you need to go seek a spiritual counselor. If you would like to contact me, I know plenty of women that work through Spiritual Safe Haven that are the fucking best at what they do. And I can connect you with someone that can give you a chakra healing, a full-on 7 chakra healing. And that would definitely help you because I can see it's like you're very confused. You might deal with ADHD and it's undiagnosed. Like you're very everywhere, all over the place. I'm hearing unorganized with a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I battled a lot of things all day. So,
okay.
yeah, it's hard. I can keep track, especially with like 2 kids and dogs.
No, trust me, I understand completely because I deal with ADHD myself. I just never went and got diagnosed for it, and I never understood what was going on with me. And instead of handling it with medication or anything like that, I went on my spiritual journey, and it's helped me ever since with the organization. I went through the depression stages of just letting my whole household go, and I wasn't cleaning it at points, and just depression takes over. So especially after you have the baby, because it's going to be stressful for you, especially with all your children and a newborn. So spiritual counseling definitely will help you, and I can direct you to anyone. All you have to do is just add my Facebook and let me know when you're ready.
Where can they find you on your Facebook, or where can they best find you on social media, Mikey?
I am always on Facebook on Mikey Soames Rainbowz with a Z. You can either follow me or add me as personal friends. I'm mad. I do not mind.
And it is scrolling down at the bottom for anybody that wants to reach out.
Yep. Yep. That's my Facebook scrolling down right there.
And Mikey, I just wanted to say, you know, thank you for accidentally, or maybe not accidentally, reaching out, and you know, last week, and shedding some good light on me. I appreciate that. You know what I'm talking about.
No problem. No problem at all.
Sure. God bless you. Thank you for coming on, taking the time.
No problem at all. I didn't even expect to come on here after that. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
we all need good, you know, uplifting.
Yeah.
Things
timing is everything. I love saying timing is everything, and that's why you know when you accidentally reached out, I was like, you want to come back on the show? Because we love having you on, and you're gonna be always, you know, a regular guest if you're interested. So
you guys know I'm always down.
For
Look,
sure.
I'm in the middle of DTE fixing my water heater right now, and I'm still
Okay.
okay. Like they are
Have
in my
have a
house
good day.
right now in my basement.
Micah, did
Have a
you
good
have
day.
any other questions?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Well, did you have any more questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. You can
Thank
definitely
you.
her at her Cash App. It is scrolling down on the screen. It is Spirits Guides Vibes. We appreciate it. Thanks for calling in. You have a safe.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Micah.
Thank you.
Alex, we didn't. I know Alex popped up, but good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning to you.
Got the Ice Cube shirt on.
Yeah, my daughter picked it up.
Yeah.
Nice. My shirt says "Trust in the Universe."
Trust in the universe.
Okay.
So,
And I just want to hold on real quick.
yeah.
I just got to get this out because I've been thinking about, we are a family on this show since day one, and I just wanted to say, Tori, I don't want to bring it up. I don't want no tears in your eyes, but I didn't know you had a dog, first of all, and I just want to say I condolences and everything, because I'm like I said, I didn't like cats, and I took over my big fat cat from my daughter, and I showed him on the show and all that. I just want to send my prayers, thoughts, and all, and
Thank you.
love and everything, because he was I just met him 2 weeks ago, and
I know.
it is what it is. Life is life. I just want to send my love, thoughts, and prayers to you. I love you.
Thank
I
you.
love all
I
of
love
you.
you too.
So,
I've been
for
fighting
sure.
back tears all morning.
Yeah, I know, and you know
Sorry
what?
about your
That
dog.
shows exactly how much
Thank you.
your character. Because I asked prior to going live, I asked Drake if you were coming on, and he said yeah, and we heal each other, and like I said, that I know how strong of a woman you are just from the show and meeting you a couple times, and I always want to see your beautiful face, and just
Thank you.
you make us better. You make us look good. So I just wanted to send that love out to you for sure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah, I haven't really told very many people. Yesterday was like
Yes.
one of
Then I'm sorry.
next. That's okay. That's okay. Next to my son passing yesterday was one of the hardest days of my life. I had to put down my 14-year-old Shih Tzu, and so it was really
I'm
hard.
so sorry about that,
It was
Mama.
really hard. He's one of my children, so
Yes, for sure.
yeah.
I can only
But I
imagine.
had to send
Oh
that love. I
man,
had to.
this dog was. I used to always say to him, "You're mom's favorite. Don't tell the kids." But I would say it loud enough for all the kids to hear,
Oh, my
right?
God. Right.
And Zach would go, "I can fucking hear you,
That's
asshole."
all love. That was the love.
And I'm like,
right.
you don't. I was like, they don't hear me. You're my favorite. Don't tell the kids. You're my favorite child. So, yeah, he was
sure.
definitely loved by all that have ever met him. He was, he had such a huge spirit for such a little guy. So,
Prayers to you, Tori, and
thank you.
my daughter, I think, said she was telling the story. And I don't, she's a dog lover, and she says when the dogs pass, they go to heaven with all the children. So he's up there right now. They're together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They are.
Awesome.
I'm going to give
more callers.
story. No, not yet. I'm going to give you a story, Mikey, and this is how out of touch I am as a man and as an adult. Having dinner last night, and this happened. My daughter is into pretty much all the stuff, chakra and whatever, right? She's 18. I'm out of touch a little bit, right? I'm an old guy. I always tell her, when you're in the house, it's 1950. It could be 2021 or 2022 outside, but my house is 1950. So, we go to Dutch Brothers. They don't have it. It's like Starbucks. And she pulls up and she sees her coworker that works with her. She works at Hot Topic. So that probably says what type of person she is, right? She works at Hot Topic. So she works at Hot Topic. And she's like, oh, yeah, this is the Dutch brothers you work at. Da, 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 da. And she goes, guess what? And there's workers in there, right? She was like, he's a male Taurus, and he's a moonshine child. And I'm like, what? Wow. Like, what are you talking about? Is this what fucking kids talk about nowadays? She's like, Papa, you got to know what sign he is, and it's Earth Child, and
Earth Child, sun,
wake up and smell the
rising.
Yeah, moon rising, butts. I don't know. I was like, what is going on? Am I out of that fucking out of touch?
Yeah, you are.
I don't know.
And you know what? That's funny you bring that up because I got a friend that always tells me, like, Alex, even, and my daughter, like, can you please, Dad, get out of the 80s and 90s, like, as far as music goes? Like, we're in 2022, like, Juice WRLD and just like, and I'm just like,
I'm not in 2022.
Yeah, no, you know how we are. We're so
Mikey. It was so funny.
Old school, man.
It was so funny. So he's telling me, and
via the shirt.
And while he's telling me, his daughter and this girl and guy are having the conversation like over him, right? They're like, he's like in the center of it. And he's like, what the fuck are they talking about? and then like the kid, the guy who is the male Taurus, right? He like leans in to the car and he's like literally like totally like astrologically flirting with her. And he's just like, what the fuck is happening here? he sees me and he goes, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but something about sun, moon, rising river up his butt, something, this and that, and something about there's some ascending something, and he's a Taurus male, and I was totally uncomfortable. I don't know what the fuck I just heard. It was hilarious. He looked like he's like, I don't fucking know what I just was in the middle of, but that was insane.
As much as I want to be a Jedi, I'm not, right? So
I love it. I'm Jedi.
You and your Star Wars shit.
I don't know.
Hey, as much as I want to be a Thundercat.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is just happening.
No, we are not. Wait a minute. No, we are not comparing Thundercats and Jedis.
No, we're not, because Thundercats win.
Right.
Yeah, and we're stuck in the 80s. Stuck in the 80s.
He goes, is this how teens flirt nowadays? He's like, he was totally hitting on her.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I dating with teens, I don't know about that part, but me being spiritually gifted and trying to date this day and age, it's very hard.
Oh, it's hard. Yeah.
Hey, look, if me and my cousin still lived near each other, if he was still in the city or I was over there, we would be like, Thundercats and the Star Wars figures, like, we're big ass kids at heart, and you can't take that away. So,
how is it for you dating? Like, because I know how, prior to having a boyfriend, I know how, for me, like, you're like, I see right through your shit.
Oh, and it's horrible. And I'm not perfect at all, and I never mean to, like, put myself as perfect.
Awesome.
Yes, you are, bitch.
Awesome.
Yes, you are.
Awesome.
Just don't let nobody tell you you're not.
You look perfect this morning. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm sorry. I'm flirting very, very early. I'm sorry.
He wants to know what your sun, moon, rising is next.
Sometimes I do that. No, hey, don't. Take it easy. Take it easy.
No. Anyway, it's a difficult process. Like you said, I see through people's bullshit, and I'm very blunt and I'm very straightforward with my facts. Like, I get the car facts, the whole facts, everything.
Right.
So it's just
the whole facts.
The whole facts and everything. So it sucks sometimes, but it's a gift as well, because I dodge bullets, like the narcissists, the assholes. But at the same time,
sociopaths.
Yeah, sociopaths. And it's for a long time I didn't understand why I could read so well before, coming out on Facebook and actually accepting who I am, instead of, thinking that I was fucking crazy and using my intuition and it just disregarding it completely.
Right.
It's a different type of lifestyle, I guess.
It is. That it is.
It is.
Yes, it comes with the good and the bad.
So I gotta ask you. So am I that out of touch that I don't know? Because when I have conversations with my girlfriend or other people, or even my daughter, and I'm like, I don't really care what their sign is. Give a fuck. Like I don't care. Is the pussy good or not? I don't care. I just
so there's that. There's that,
right? I'm like, do they give good head? I don't know.
So there's that.
So out of fucking touch.
That's my cousin. That's why we
so
don't
there's
play
that.
with toys.
Yeah.
But there's other toys that he probably plays with.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Okay, reel it in. Reel it
Right,
in.
like, where did we go with that?
You
Back to the question.
You started it.
Back to the question.
You are out of touch. Yeah. I mean, I would say that. You just don't give a fuck about it. Like, I mean, you just don't care. And you don't have to. That's a beautiful thing. Like, but spirituality is becoming more big than religion has been and ever will be. Because
it seems like I'm in a fucking coffee shop and fucking my daughter's flirting with and I'm like, what am I going on? Am I in a
hey, just might let you meet gay.
I'm out of touch. I just want you to know that. Caller, who's on the line?
Your sister.
Oh, my sister.
Hey.
Well, sister, I'm out of touch because your niece has fucking conversations about Taurus males, and I don't know what the fuck.
Oh my god.
Question. You have Mikey Soames Rainbow. Ask away.
Hi, Mikey. I just want a general reading.
Hello?
She said she wants a general reading.
Okay. All right. What's her name?
Which sister are we talking to? Linda. It's Linda.
All right. For Linda. Linda, you don't want to talk to me. You're like, I just want to see what she knows. That's in her mind right now. I want to see what this bitch knows. All right. So you are definitely, there's something recently that's going on with you that you've spoken about with someone. Like, I don't know, this could be little or this could be big in your mind. But it's all about persuasion and how you can persuade people to give you what you want. And you are definitely in your little situation, whatever you're going through, you're definitely getting what you want, but you notice that there's some hoops that you have to go through to get it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All signs are a go. I just want you to know that everything's going in your favor, but after this is said and done, it's you need to give like a gesture of kindness or give back to the community or someone else. So you know that you got your blessing, you ask the universe, you know, this is what you want, you put it out in affirmation, your higher power, your God, whoever you prayed to, you asked for this, now you are receiving it, but they want you to pass on the blessing after it's all said and done, okay?
Oh, will do.
So who do you pray to, Linda? Is it Joe Pesci or is it me? I'm wondering.
Oh, Lord, help us.
I cannot.
Do you have any other questions for Mikey?
No, that was it. Just something general.
Okay.
Thank you.
Calling in.
Linda.
You can tip her at Cash App Spirits Guides Vibes.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a great day.
Bye.
So, like I said, I am definitely out of touch. And I guess I got to get with it. Do you suggest a book that I read that kind of will take will take me from 0 to 100
See,
in
I
20.
try to tell him, but he doesn't really care. He says there are books, and there is books you can read, you know, if you'd like. What I try to explain to him is that why it's important, and there are certain things that you should know, because a lot of people carry the same traits, or there's certain things that don't mix well with others. And
hold on, I gotta get my glasses on.
Oh, the 4 agreements.
The 4 agreements. So, caller, we got a caller on the line. Caller, who is it?
Hey, it's Tori Sister.
Hey.
Good morning.
Yes.
Live with Mikey Song Rainbow. Ask away.
Good morning.
Since
Good
Drake
morning.
Swift is totally out of fucking touch with this, but go ahead.
So, I just got a lot of things going on. And I just need a couple of things just either answered or let me know that I'm going on the right path. There's a lot of things going on. So I just kind of want to know my head is in the right direction.
Okay, yes, you are headed in the right direction. You are planting your seed. You planted your seeds, okay? This was back in the summer. You planted your seeds. Whatever you've been manifesting on, first of all. Okay. So like maybe back in like the summer or the spring, there was something that happened with you and you decided that, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore and I'm going to go on a completely different route. And then you went on that route. Now you're working on your route, but there's some things that you need to work on. I always talk about shadow work because this is how we elevate. This is how we heal ourselves. Now, do you know what shadow work is?
No, I don't.
Okay, shadow work is working on the things about yourself that you don't like.
I don't know it
yet. So shadow work is working on the not so good things that you don't like about yourself. It's working on those, accepting for what it is, what it was, and what it will be, and just saying, hey, you know, what you did basically last summer. You did that. You planted your seeds already. So now you are headed on the right path. You just need to be reminded once in a while that you're doing a good job. Maybe you don't hear it that often, that you are doing a good job, or I'm proud of you from a certain specific someone. So I feel like if you're not, don't seek acceptance from others right now. You have to learn that you have to accept yourself. And if nobody is going to clap for you, clap for yourself. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So you are headed on the right path. You just do you deal with depression a lot?
I do. Okay. I do. A lot. Yes, I do.
You have to get yourself out of these modes of depression, and I know it's so much easier said than done, but figure out little ways of what is your thoughts and what are intrusive thoughts. So intrusive thoughts are thoughts that we have that are just out of nowhere, negative. Like you could be having the best fucking day ever, right? And you're like living you're vibing it up, living your life in that moment, and you're so happy. And then here comes that fucking intrusive thought. Whew, you're having a horrible day. Everybody fucking hates you. You ain't shit. You have to start disregarding those thoughts, okay?
Yeah.
Whenever those thoughts come into your head, just say, those aren't my thoughts. Fuck them thoughts. I'm having a fantastic day. You have to put out into the universe or speak into existence of what you want.
Okay.
I hope that helps you.
A lot. Thank you so very much.
Thanks, Jessica, just for calling in.
Jessica.
You can tip at Cash App Spirit Guides Vibes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
So I think that's about it. We went about the 30 minutes. I think we talked for a little bit. I just wanted to appreciate you coming on. Like I said, you are the guest coming back on. So congratulations.
Can I have one? I'm sorry.
Of course.
I need one. I just feel like I need one. I can't be around you and not get one. You're lucky I'm not around you all the time, because I'd be like, hey girl, get the cards. Girl, get the pendulum, girl. We need to figure this out.
So this is it's funny because I haven't even went through the cards yet, and I was just sitting here shuffling, and this is the only one that's flipped upside down. Can you see what they're doing in the picture? Can you see what this person is doing? They're walking away, okay, from all these.
Yeah.
So these 8 cups represent, for me, as an intuitive reader, these 8 cups represent to me a lot of your troubles and a lot of the hills that you had to fucking climb these past 10 years, okay? You know, things are getting easier for you mentally. You are grasping that, you know, you need to move, not need to move on, but you are moving on from your sadness. And I'm not saying completely let go of the past, because you can never completely let go of the past, especially not your son. But a lot of the hurt that you went through relationship-wise, a lot of the up and downs where you went through financially, all those struggles that you went through before, it's time to actually let them go. It's time to actually release them completely. Because you started a new journey for yourself about 6 months ago. Like, yeah, when I went on the show. Because that was right before your 100th episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you found new love, new companionship. Okay. You need to stop feeding yourself negative messages that things are not working or not going to work out. I feel like you're just going in your mind, you're just like, I'm doing this for the moment, not saying anything negative about you, Drake, but in your mind, you are just like, I'm just gonna vibe with it because I really like this person, really in love with this person, whatever case may be.
I'm the type of person that I'm always waiting for the bomb to go off because it always does. Right? I'm like, okay, something's going to explode in my face. Right? So, and I literally just said that to somebody the other day. I was like, I got to stop doing this in my head of where and it doesn't, it's not even just like my relationship or anything like that. It's just in general, like, okay, when's the next fucking landmine going to go off? Like I've suffered so much loss.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's not, because of what you're doing, the hard work that you're putting in. And the hard work that he's putting in. Do you see that king and queen sitting right there together?
I do.
Them chilling together. You know, you guys come from a shitty place. You know, both of you have shitty ass, you know, relationship backgrounds. Not really the easiest growing up wise. You guys kind of have, you know, worked yourself to where you guys are now, both of you as a couple. And the things that you guys are beginning together, you guys are flourishing. And I'm hearing, I don't want to be cheesy or, you know.
Be cheesy, girl.
The empire that you guys are building, it's for a king and a queen. Plain and simple.
I love it.
And you know what's funny, Mikey? Every time they put up a post, and you can ask them, I put up 2 crowns. I love it.
The only thing that I want to explode in her face is not nothing.
It wasn't. He wouldn't have let that go without saying that.
I had to go really good, and then there. That
you know.
There's what your explosion was.
I know. Right.
Hold on, let me go get a baby wipe. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh my God. So he's got jokes. He's always got jokes, right? So the one with the cups and me walking away, there was 8 of them, you said? And I literally just named off this morning 8 things that happened to me in the past year. And I said it to my girlfriend last night. I was on the phone with her, Jessica, who called in. I was on the phone with her very late last night. And I said, she's like, man, the past year, like the past 10 years. And she said it just like that. And then you said it. And she said the past 10 years. And then I said, she's like, and then the past year. And she just named 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, and this, and this, and this, and this. And she's like, oh my God. And, you know, yesterday my dog passing, who was one of my children, right? And she's like, oh, now you can breathe. Now you can breathe.
I was just getting ready to tell you that because I just want you to know that's going to be the last hoorah of your past.
Yeah.
And I know that's difficult to even digest or anything like that, but you're moving on in a better light, not to move on from anyone, but all the things that you've been through mentally. It's a better light to move on and, you know, be happy and just accept what life is bringing you. You need to start accepting what life is bringing you as of now, because it's bringing you beautiful things. Someone that's committed to you, somebody that's committed to you, and they're not going to do the things that, the best thing about him is he talks shit right in front of you. And,
all the time.
That right there shows me
I
that
do too,
he's comfortable with being who he is around you. And he doesn't have to feel like he is scared to be himself. I mean, he's never felt that way before, obviously, because you guys started this podcast way before you guys got together. But he's comfortable to be around you and be open with you and say stupid shit like he is, okay? But that just shows right there, if you look at him and a difference between the other people that you've been with before, maybe you've dealt with cheating or the sneakiness, the sneaky links.
all of the things.
Right. So he's not going to do anything. You're the hottest that he's been with, trust me. And no offense, Drake.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Shots fired. Bang, bang.
I'm just saying. I mean, you're independent. You're independent. You're beautiful. And you have your own shit together. First of all, you're a grown woman. You're not a little girl. So it makes it 10 times better. I'm just looking at you, Drake. If you do anything behind her back ever in life, which I don't think you will, but you're stupid. You're not only stupid, but you're fucking stupid.
Oh,
wow.
All right.
Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl.
That is the best segue ever in this show.
You guys know I already
segue
ever,
Mikey. Greatest segue ever.
Do you have anything?
And I mean it. No, I'm good.
Okay.
So, Mikey, real quick. Wait. You're good, Alex?
No, he said he was good.
Okay. Are you good, Drake?
I'll reach out to you. I know how to get a hold of you.
So
thank you for letting me come on the show.
Sure.
Yeah, Mikey, real quick. There's not, one, obviously plug how people can reach you again, but also can you tell people, because I was trying to explain to a few people, Mikey also on her page does different types of readings that you can join in throughout the week, and then you can tip her, but she does. And can you explain a little bit about that so that they can go on your page and look for them? Because I love that part of the week.
All right, you guys, here comes
the infomercial. Let's hear it.
This is Spirit Guide Vibes Tarot Reading with Mikey. My name is Mikey, if you don't know who I am. I do, on Monday mornings on my personal Facebook page, I do free weekly zodiac readings. So on Monday, I go forecast from Monday till Sunday on what is going to happen with my zodiacs. You can find that every Monday on my page. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live at 8 p.m. for my free mini readings. I also am a part of a group called Spiritual Safe Haven. If you are to add yourself on that group, I am also going live on there for free mini readings every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I also do educational classes on how to do little spells or cleanses, first of all, how to protect yourself on Spiritual Safe Haven. So, and then I have other women that are a part of different things on there if you're interested. You can always private message me on my Facebook, Mikey Soames Rainbowz with a Z. If you would like a personal reading, please private message me. I don't give any of my prices out of my social media accounts. If you have any questions through Spirit, I don't mind answering anything that you guys got. All I ask is you text me, personal message me, and leave me a tip on my Cash App. My Cash App is Spirit Guide Vibes. And that's it.
I appreciate it.
There it is. There it is.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
That was a great infomercial.
Always.
I was in it.
You are our favorite. You got to come on.
Thank you.
At least 3 months, 6 months.
You guys already know I'm down.
A hot shower. Happy New Year.
I know. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready.
I bet. Enjoy it. Enjoy every moment of it. Thank you.
All right, you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good one.
You too. Bye, honey.
Bye.
That was awesome.
Okay, we're done echoing. I heard an echo.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. She's awesome. I love when she comes on. I love watching her her readings throughout the week. I literally find her page and then scroll through it all, and I'm trying to, you know, hear what she says for me. And sometimes she is on when we're on, like on Wednesdays. So while I'm on the show, I'm on my other phone writing there's a word that she'll have you type in, like it, you know, just it'll be a keyword, right? And if you want a reading, so say she'll go to my reading, and if you want a word, put in mango, right? So I'm like, mango, trying to put it in real quick, and then I go back after our show and I watch what she says for me. So she's really good. Yeah, I love her vibes.
I know you guys both haven't been on the show on Wednesday, and when I launched it, and then I put it on, of course, when we started the show. So I'm going to play it, and I just wanted you guys' feedback. I know I sent it to you, but I just wanted to play it one more time. This is our intro, so here you go.
Word on the street, word on the street. Talk politics, current events, relationships, movies and flicks. Word on the street, word on the street. Word on the street is we be staying on topic with sports news and the movies. Anything that just happened. Special guest with that Drake Swift, Savage Kitty and Alex, aka the Sports Mouse. Storytelling what's happening. Chop it up with you Saturdays. No better way to start your day. Kick it with y'all on Mondays in case y'all really got something to say. If not, we'll catch you on Wednesday. Put the spotlight up to your face. Yeah, you know how we get down. Tell them tune in or get out the way.
So what do you think, Alex? I know it's a bit late, but much love to Augustine. I know he had COVID. And,
yeah, for sure.
For
I
sure.
love it.
Yeah,
we chat a lot on Instagram. We go back and forth on Instagram, man. So
a lot of people were involved.
Shout out to him.
A lot of people were involved. Low with the pictures and the videos. He put the video together. All the people
great,
on the show,
teammates, man,
100 episodes. So it finally put it together. So of course, you know, I know you told me you loved it. I thought it came out great. Much love to Aztec for dropping the lyrics.
Everybody involved, man. Thank you, like
everybody,
for that and for you too, man. You know, caring about enough to do what you do for our show and for us and not
you the shit.
Not just us, for the people. Like I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I mean it's pretty plain and simple. Without like our motto goes, and I know we don't say it a lot on the show, but I'm gonna say it. Without you, the listener, there's no us, and that's just the way it goes. So, you know, shout out to everybody that been a part of us,
so many people
and evolving. And you know, shout out to Lowe.
So many people.
Shout out to Ro Daniels, my home.
So many people behind the scenes too, right?
Yes, that nobody gets to see, and that's why I shout out those names whenever I can, because it's all about, we do our show for support and for love and giving people a platform. We're not too picky and choosy and petty about it, and you know, and most people are, because you know, and like I said, it's like I always post, man. That's gonna be my hashtag, maybe another shirt down the road. It's all love. It's all love, man. That's what it's about, especially nowadays. Especially nowadays.
For sure.
Sorry, your thoughts on the new intro?
I love it. I be listening to it every day. I play it in my every time I right. I'm like, I want to know all the words. I'm like, tell him what to say, right? I'm like, that's the shit.
It's motivating.
Right? I love it. Yes. Shout out to everybody involved, and especially you, Drake, for making it happen. It's amazing. Yep. I love it. I sent it all to everybody. I'm like, look at our new intro. It's fire. It's fire. Check it out.
Right. Yeah,
and you know, G100 Money, all of them, you know, over there, they are appearing it too. So we got cameos in there.
All of them, Quincy, everybody.
Yeah. Shout out to Q.
In the 100th episode, and there were so many people involved actually putting it together. So many people putting the video together. It was
Shout out to my assistant Michelle. She's in the background.
Yes, I miss her.
You know, that always says, "Man, who got the food?" And they always ask me about the food thing. So, you know,
Michelle put that together, put a little something in your belly.
Anytime I did anything from promoting to concerts or whatever, I never sat down and actually sat back and said, you know what, this is awesome, and I enjoyed the food. I didn't even eat shit that day or that time.
I know, right? I ate after. We were going.
Yeah. We ate after. So, but
when you're doing something, you want to make sure everything's perfect. You just want to make sure your guests are good and everybody is comfortable that's there for you. You know, they're even though you have them there doing stuff. They're giving, and they want to be there. They're giving you they're doing this out of the kindness of their heart and their service to you. And so you want to make sure that your guests are as comfortable as possible and they're enjoying their time that they're giving to you. And that's, your way of showing gratitude. So I don't think, as many people show as much love as they should nowadays. So definitely much love to everyone.
Yep. So we'll get on with the show. There was a couple stories that Alex did put up, and I didn't send them to you, Tori, because I didn't, I know you had a lot going on yesterday.
Thank you.
This was posted today, Alex and Tori. Demi Lovato quietly completes another rehab stint 3 years after her overdose. She went back into rehab, and I guess nobody knew about it. So,
I'm sad for her. I like her.
Yeah.
But, people got mixed feelings on her because she's been very vocal of, I think, how do I word that? So prior to her first, the overdose and stuff, I don't think she was as vocal with her opinions. And now there's people that think she's over opinionated, in regards to, she'll complain about thinking something is offensive to gays and lesbians or that community. She'll think I personally don't think she's over opinionated, but there's a lot of critics of her that do, politic wise, or they're saying, oh, maybe she should not put her 2 cents into things. But it's like, there's no happy medium, right? When she was quiet and she just did whatever and she bottled stuff up, she was abusing drugs. And now that she's being a little more vocal, people are still bashing her. So is there ever really going to be any, chill for her? It's sad to see such a beautiful person find, her relief in drugs. It's sad. I hope that she finally, stays clean and figures out how to do so. It's funny, little story, not so much now, but like a few years back, I used to constantly I was a Demi Lovato lookalike. So I must have had the same hairdo she had at the same time. It was when I cut my hair short and she cut her short.
I could see that.
And we would go places, and when we were at Disney, the whole staff at where we were staying was like stalking me in the hotel. And I'm like, so we're like in this like little kitchen area, kind of like a cafeteria, kitchen, like buffet style, right? And the kitchen staff keeps coming out and they're like, and I'm like, what?
But they were waiting on you good.
Yes, top notch. Okay. And my son's like, why are they fucking staring at you? I'm like, okay, I thought it was just me. They're totally staring at me, right? I was just like, at first I'm like, right, because at first I'm like, I look cute, right? I have my whole Mickey mini matching bling out get up, right? But no, they were like, you could see one would go tell the other, and then one would come back. It was just
different. The energy.
It was a different stare, right? And finally, this little kitchen, this little kitchen lady, she comes out. She's like, you Demi Lovato? And I said, she was a little kitchen lady, right? And I'm like, huh? And she's like, Lovato, Demi. Shout out to all the little kitchen ladies out there, right? She's like, you Demi Lovato? And I'm like,
you should have just said yeah.
Well, listen, so the way I said it, I go, no. And she, I said it like, yes, but no. And she goes, oh, right? And she walks back and she's like,
yeah, right.
I'm not supposed to tell people my celebrity status because I'm here trying to be I'm just here trying to be basic and normal. but my hair was, and so then instantly I look it up. I'm like, dude, we're totally rocking the same fucking hair. Dom goes,
Right.
you really do look like her right now. I'm like, I do. We need to work this angle.
Yeah,
here.
her with long hair. Oh my God. I mean, who doesn't want long hair?
I've had it, yeah, different times where we just get the same hairdo. I don't have the same chin as her, but I think people forget about that chin when they see, you know, me with the same hair as her. So it happens. Yeah. Shout out to Demi. Call me girl. We're gonna get you your life together, baby.
Yeah, God bless her. She's a beautiful woman inside and out. I follow her on Instagram, and
we need to get Mikey to read her cards. Let's get her life right.
Her life right. So, Sir Sidney Poitier passes. He was 94.
So sad.
Yeah. And I don't know where my screen went. I hate when it does this.
Shit. And I'm just like,
oh, there it is.
Anybody that's watching, I'm sorry, I'm like
ever in this greenhouse last night.
Trying to look up stories.
Mrs. Drayton, I'm medically qualified, so I hope you wouldn't think it presumptuous if I say you want to sit down before you fall down. I stand.
I stand down.
I sit down.
I sit down.
Just as I thought.
What?
Now you're a very pretty girl.
Pretty.
Take it easy, Chief. He's crazy. He's high. He's floating on sneaky people. Don't cry, white boy. You're gonna live. The time's gonna come, Joe. The time's gonna come. But if you want it to be right here, right now, that's okay with me. It was my fight.
No, it was my fight.
It was my fight.
No.
White soldiers are on their way here to get you right now, but I wanted the satisfaction of taking you in.
I drive a man around in his limousine and I say, yes, sir. And no, sir. And so I take the drive, sir. Mama, that is nothing at all.
You don't even know what I am, Dad. You don't know who I am. You don't know how I feel, what I think.
You're crazy.
50,000 miles.
I'm a slave from New York, man. That's right. Biggie Smalls.
What do they call you up there?
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
I think I'd better go and put it away.
You take care.
So, 94 years old, he was involved in so much.
So much.
Yeah, a lot more than people might think.
He was the first Black man to win an Academy Award for Best Actor.
Yeah.
Like the history. I have goosebumps.
Not only first Black person, African American, he was the first Black Bohemian.
Yeah.
To win an award.
Yeah.
And he directed movies. One of your favorite Dreeks, Stir Crazy. Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. Shoot to
I have
Kill.
goosebumps watching all of that. Like I'm just covered him. He's such an amazing talent and broke so many barriers for people of color.
When I mentioned it to my mother, even my mother was like dumbfounded, like, oh my God,
Right, because you just, he's such an icon.
Like
he's such a
grew up
powerful person.
They grew up on him. So
yeah, they grew up on him too.
From
So
day one.
for him to pass, it's heartbreaking. Brings a tear to your eye. He lived a long life though, a long, rewarding, powerful, moving life. Man, there's just so much you can say about him as a human being, as a humanitarian, as an actor. It's just an incredible soul. You feel his passion when you watch those clips, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
That look, he didn't even got to say a word. Just that look he just gave in that scene.
Can you imagine though how hard it was?
Kind of like Morgan Freeman.
during the time, you know, him coming up and trying to get these roles and being given respect and being taken seriously. And I'm sure he probably has so many different stories of people who still didn't give him, you know, equal respect, but he still kept with it, and he still made sure he made a name for himself and for others to pave the way for them. So
yeah, and you know
a
what?
true legend.
Not to overshadow what talking about him and his
Mm-hmm.
passing, but you know, somebody that I love to death is she was on The Real yesterday, and I watched the interview because I love her,
Mm-hmm.
Constance Marie, and she talked about and if
Mm-hmm.
nobody knows who that is, she
Mm-hmm.
played George Lopez's wife on the George Lopez show. She
Mm-hmm.
played Selena's mother in the movie Selena with Jennifer Lopez. And she talked, and that was the first question they asked her about that. You know, how did we get past this? You know, and she was like, and she would just, I just give one simple answer, which to what she said, and I'm quoting her. She was like, she just hopes down the line there can be, you know, Latinos, African Americans, Latinx. You know, it starts from the top. You know, it starts from the top, and she just hopes one day it can be, you know, just spread across, you know, and every, you know, and we would get, because she always, you know, we get stereotyped, and we talked about this many times on the show, whether, you
Mm-hmm.
know, black or brown, and you know, we bring out we bring out the best in others. We add that spice and that powerful, you know, that power when it comes
Diversity,
to and when it
diversity
comes
that's
to,
needed.
and we talked about that. Shout out to my host, you know, Tony Twist from the All Things Wrestling podcast. We had Alex Kane, the MLW, you know, kind of like the Intercontinental Champion, and that show was like, when I got done with that show last Sunday, I just felt so humbled and just so, you know, and powerful, because we talked about diversity throughout, you know, professional wrestling, and
Mm-hmm.
how there's been so many African American champions throughout the past year, and so many people, whether they're white, African American, whatever, you know, doing the Eddie Guerrero shake and all that, how he used to do, just show so much love, because
Right.
it was his you know, it was his birthday, and just you know, so many years since he passed, and it was just every wrestling show that I watched, somebody was doing it, female wrestler or male wrestler. So and like I kept saying, diversity is a great thing. You know,
It really
it's
is.
and I'm sure the powers that be, that's more money for them, but it's not about the green. It's about, you know, it's about the diversity, and just, you know, and showing the younger kids that you can do this if this is what you want to do, no matter what it is. So I just wanted to speak on that real
Mm-hmm.
quick.
Cool. Hey, I gotta ask you,
Absolutely.
Alex, do you have $10 I could borrow?
Oh,
Nah, let me go on my
for
change
what?
real quick.
Reason why I'm asking you, if you got $10 I could borrow and you like tacos, Taco
Oh,
Bell just is launching a subscription for $10 a month
Taco
of
Hell.
that you can eat unlimited for crunchy taco supreme, soft taco supreme,
I
spicy
bet.
potato, soft taco,
Wow.
loco taco
Or
for
you
$10.
can just go in the garbage and just
You can eat
dig out the garbage, you
unlimited
know.
at Taco Bell.
You know what though? I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Even if you're not a fan of Taco
I
Hell,
don't eat
Bell,
fast food,
whatever, right?
but
I don't.
that's
Neither
me.
do I, right? But I'm gonna say that that's pretty clever on a couple aspects, right? It's clever
Yeah, shout
because,
out to the marketing for sure.
well, you
You know, I
got to
love
think
that.
a lot of, you know, because of the pandemic, the people are cooking more at home.
Right, for sure.
They're door
Which
dashing,
is
you know, different foods, right? Different restaurants. They're Uber eating. They're doing all of that stuff. But there's a lot of people that have still are, you know, the COVID is affecting them, their pockets, and how they're able to feed their families. So for $10, if you can eat tacos unlimited and know that at least once a week you're going to have taco night with your kids and your family, and you can do unlimited tacos, and only pay $10, like, I think that that's a good fucking deal. I mean, It might not be the best thing, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I gotta be honest with you,
and
this
especially, hey, let me say this too, especially with, you know, here in Arizona, we have a lot of homeless, right? And I see them in front of fast food places, different places. $10 is $10. Like, if you can get that for $10, I think that's really good. Might not be the best for them, but I think it's good.
things, a lot of retailers, a lot of restaurants that might be going to this. Circle K announced a couple. And Circle K's are like a big gas station here, Alex.
Yeah.
They for $10 you get unlimited coffee, and I'm thinking to myself, like, that's, you know what I mean? That's pretty clever, right? That these people are saying, hey, you know what? For $10 you get unlimited coffee. I mean, the coffee's not the best, but they want that subscription base, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want subscription bases. So I think it's a pretty smart
idea. Do they pay
idea.
monthly or do they pay ahead of time? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't drink coffee
that's
enough.
I don't drink it either, but that's pretty
Connie, I didn't know Circle K was there. Circle K is a West Coast thing. So I didn't know there was Circle K. Where's their fucking Circle K in Michigan?
Yeah, there's a few.
I don't mean to throw any,
few.
but my cousin Michael G, he used to say K Circle instead of Circle K.
It's okay, Michael G.
Behave.
Walgreens is just calling me. It's
Circle
like
K is like a 7-Eleven there. Ours is it's only one taco per day for this pass.
Really? Only one taco?
Who eats just one taco?
You get to eat 30 tacos, I guess, for 30 days?
I mean, but are you going to go every day to get a taco?
Probably not.
That's not really a good deal then. I mean, I guess.
There's one in Wyandotte and Riverview.
Okay. I didn't know.
So they're more downriver locations.
I didn't know.
It's only like I said, it's only Wyandotte and Riverview.
I didn't know there was a K. I didn't know there was a K Circle there.
Jessica said I could.
I really don't give a shit because the gas is still like $3.29, so I'm not stopping. You know.
So I got a question.
Shout out to RP Fuel.
Does anybody know? So when you look at the gas, right, it's $3.69 here, $3.79, but it says $3.69.9. What does that mean? I was looking at that the other day, and I'm like,
ask Biden. I don't know.
That's the point. That's the point cents on the penny, right? So it's like a half a penny. I don't know.
9/10 of a penny.
Yeah, 9/10 of a penny.
I'm like, I never asked that fucking question.
It's awkward, right?
So why don't you just say 370 instead of 360?
Right.
I don't know.
That's a good question. Inquiring minds want to know.
So there's a K Circle on Van Dyke in 11 months.
K Circle.
We're calling it a K Circle now.
Okay.
Thanks, Michael G. K Circle.
11 in Van Dyke. So are the K Circle K's? Are they gas stations in Michigan or are they just regular stores?
Yeah,
because here they're gas stations.
They're gas stations.
I mean, they're stores too, but they're almost all of them. You very rarely see one that's not a gas station. Probably only like 10% of them are not gas stations here, and those are like the ones who are actually like old 7-Elevens converted to Circle K's.
Right.
Like in the hood where.
Hood.
Yeah, they're a little scary.
So we are once again, as soon as I don't know who started this bullshit, but we are once again on this 10-year challenge. So
I almost did it, but I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Fuck it, do it.
So
whatever.
Shit. So don't post any more 10-year challenge, because if you can't beat this meme right here, you can't say it.
None of y'all got shit on this 10-year challenge. Yep.
Yeah, I just
Jenner ain't playing with nobody.
It's pretty funny.
It is funny.
Russ frozen slushy last 10
Run
hours.
for the border, Jenner.
Oh, Circle K got a best. You know what? You know that's crazy, Jessica. I've heard that Circle K has a really good slushy. There was somebody who was like, "I want a slushy," but they were out of like the kind she wanted, and she's like, "Yeah, they got the best ones." I don't really drink them, so I don't know.
So, Alex, I don't know if you guys are going to talk about this, but I saw this AE star. I don't know who this is. Ray. He had
Mom,
like
I saw your comment, and I'm really laughing because nobody knows what that means.
God, a headbutt. Rick Phoenix. Caught. Oh, what a crash. Spine wood.
Wow.
Mm.
Are you guys talking about that, Alex? That's fucking wow.
Beast.
God, a headbutt. Ray Phoenix.
Dive into certain matches, and that's just big time.
Yeah. I don't know who Phoenix is, but he broke his arm. That shit
Did
was
he?
that was fucking crazy shit.
Wow.
I don't know if you can real quick.
Yeah.
Tap in and pull up. You know, I do want to talk about if you could pull it up, man. I'm trying to find it and send it to you. Luke Perry's son, Jungle Boy. They call him Jungle. Jungle Jack Perry. He just won his first championship tag team title. And that's what the match was actually. And his mother and sister was in the crowd, and man, I got a little emotional because he jumped on the corner, looked up top, to his father and said some words, and I was like, damn, man. And his father was a big supporter, obviously, big wrestling fan behind the scenes, and
video because all I see is
no. I mean, and it's funny. I always bring it up. I ask my nieces and them, and and my. Okay. I think I talked about this before on the show. My nephew and his wife, they have really good friends in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And MJF, who is one of the best throwback professional wrestlers right now. He's like 24 years old, 25. He has they have their the Batista. He was the power guy. He was the muscle. So his muscle is this guy named Wardlow. And my nephew and them are really good friends with his family and his sister and them. And I'm like, can I get an autograph? Can I get a figure signed or some shit?
Right.
And even I didn't even know that he was involved in it until I brought it up Thanksgiving last year. And now my nephew knows, and he's just like, man, like I was like, I told you, man, he's gonna be a big star because and he's on his way, and he does the Kevin Nash, Kevin Nash thing, the power bomb, and he just power bombed the guy like 4, 5, 6 times just because that's what the fans want to see. Kind of similar to Stone Cold. Everybody just want to see him come out, stun somebody, drink some beer, and go backstage. So
Ohio.
But yeah,
and he's from Ohio.
He's from Ohio, yeah.
Yeah, that's some Ohio shit right there.
Stun
somebody, drink a beer, and peace the fuck out.
Right, but yeah, he's gonna be a big star, and but yeah, and like I said, to get back to Luke Perry's
So
son,
what was the match? The Jungle Boy.
It was a tag team. It was a tag team match, and it
I'm trying to Google it, so I'm trying to find it.
And it was against what are they called? A tag team that's they're Lucha Libras and
yeah.
And they're just, if you ever want to watch something amazing and you're not even you're not a wrestling fan and you tune in and you see these guys the way they wrestle.
On Christmas?
It was just last Wednesday. Here, I got it. I'll send it to you. But yeah, I just want I just think it's really cool. Like I said, he's been through a lot. Losing his father and stuff like that. So I'm sending it to you right now. and the whole point of it is he looks just like his father. He's got
my God, doesn't he look just like him?
His father didn't have hair. His father had a cool hair in the 90s, but he ain't got hair like this. So
oh God, he literally looks like him with the wild hair.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, when you look at him, you're just like, oh my God, it's him.
It was a pretty badass moment, like I said. So
yeah.
I'm trying to scan through the video.
But yeah, so we don't like dead air on this show, so I'm just gonna keep talking.
Mhm.
And yeah, if anybody, there's any professional wrestling fans out there, diehard, whatever, casual fans, just tune in to All Things Wrestling every Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 p.m. Eastern, and we talk all things wrestling. We got great guests on, and that's his mother and his sister right there.
His sister in attendance. Jungle Boy is the champion for the first time in AEW. How about that for the belt?
You know who that is, Drake. You know who that is one of the greatest tag teams ever. On the Edge, so for him to present that to them
TBS
was a big thing, man. Pretty cool moment.
Take a look back at how Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus became the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. With a great counter move. Look at that. Roll through. Movement. Legs. Deep
Watch
dive.
his face. Oh, his face was the best part.
Just beautiful positioning for a very basic maneuver. Look at all that weight on the shoulders.
Me being a professional wrestling fan, I got cold chills when I seen that.
Luchasaurus, one of the greatest minds.
There he goes right here.
Team wrestling.
This is the part that gave me the cold chills. Talking to his father.
From the start to the finish. And, oh boy, there's a lot of guys that want to wear the crown in AEW. They're looking on. Yeah, a lot of potential challengers waiting in the wings for Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. You see Chris Jericho. Yeah, Chris Jericho watching from a luxury box. A lot of interest in the tag team titles. Oh boy. Malachi Black. He may be solitary and solo, but he can find a partner. Yeah, buddy. It's a big week for us, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there you see how great the tag team scene is here.
He looks just like his dad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, every time I see him, I'm like, oh my God.
90210.
Right. No, that's awesome. That's awesome that he was able to,
And it's funny because a lot of people don't know that that's his son. And
I know, right?
But,
well, when he first came out, Dom and Zach told me, and I'm like, shut up. And I look and I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking Luke Perry with long hair. Oh my God, right? Like, I don't even know what he's about, but I like him. Like, I don't care. Like, wasn't he like barefoot? Wasn't he like barefoot?
He's so young and very talented. Like, just.
Did he wrestle barefoot?
I'm not sure.
At the beginning,
they always, he started.
There was like when he first. No,
he did. Yeah,
he was barefoot,
Yeah.
he was that Jungle Boy, right? And I'm like, look at this crazy motherfucker. He ain't got no shoes on. Dom's like, that's
there's only been certain wrestlers that come out like that. Like right now, the only one that comes out like that is Matt Riddle, and then there's a couple of guys from the Samoan family that
the Samoan family. Nature. I love that.
But
yeah, he came out barefoot. I was like, look at this. He's a fucking beast. And then he did some wild shit. And he does that shit with his hair. I'm like, that's dope.
Right.
Totally him. Yeah. He's in amazing shape. They really conditioned him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy that he won, and I saw him chatting to heaven. So it's pretty awesome.
That was dope.
Yeah, I choked up a little bit. I was like, hold it together, don't fucking cry.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up on, a lot of us grew up on watching, his father and certain movies, and then, obviously 90210 and stuff. So. Yeah. He's a big supporter of him.
How old is he?
Oh, he's young, man. He's like 23, 24, man. Potential is,
he's young.
Like Biggie says, sky's the
limit. He's a kid.
He's just getting going, man. Just getting going.
Yeah, he's a kid.
He'll be champion in about 3 to 5 years. He'll be the champion of AEW. Stays healthy.
Yeah. He's a kid.
So I don't know if you guys know who it was because I'm a big Sopranos fan. So Dr. Melfi, she had a psychiatrist on the show. She would talk to her. A psychiatrist seeing a psychiatrist, right? But Peter Bowichet, he was 82. He died.
Her psychiatrist?
He was her psychiatrist on the show.
Yeah, and he used to put her in her place a lot.
Yeah.
I loved it. Because she would talk about Tony to him.
Right.
And she started talking about, and he realized that she started to like Tony.
Right.
And there was things that she was becoming invested in with Tony. And he would always tell her, you need to be careful. You need to watch yourself. Keep it professional. And then he would call her out on her shit, and all of the things they were on for many seasons. So he was a big part of that show.
Right.
Very significant part. How old was he?
He was 82.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he had a great voice too.
Yeah.
Sad.
Like I said,
The wine's amazing.
I'm a big Sopranos fan, so as soon as when he showed up, I'm like, oh, that was Dr. Milfy's,
her shrink.
Her shrink. And I didn't know if that happens, if you are a shrink and you see a doctor, that's kind of crazy. Here's a couple seconds.
No, that's normal.
Life. The girl she was involved with, Cecily, she's now having a torrid pen and paper relationship with an armed robber in Attica.
What is this fascination with criminals?
Rescue fantasy. They think they can fix them.
I'm worried for Cecily, so I Googled any new stuff on sociopathic personalities. Apparently, the talking cure actually helps them become better criminals. It was fascinating. This the study was by Yoshelson and Samanow.
So, when you're a doctor, it's patient doctor privilege. So they're making eye contact right in that scene because he knows that she's a sociopath or a psychopath or whatever the fuck. Knows sociopath. He knows like what's going on, but they can't talk about it, right? They can't talk about it. And then she, in one of the scenes, she says it's Tony, and he goes, "Oh, I always thought we were talking about somebody that was a grunt or a button man. I didn't know that you are dealing with the head of the mob."
The head, yeah.
Jersey. So he ended up finding out that that was his patient. Tony was. So there was a lot of great scenes between him and Dr. Melfi. So he passed at 82. I didn't even know he was that old.
Yeah, sad. Yeah, they shared a lot of great scenes.
So I'll tell you a funny story. So my sister calls me, Anna, she calls me. She's like,
Anna, I love Anna.
I don't know, because HBO Max, right? Everybody has HBO Max. Guess what? I just finished fucking Sopranos, and what the fuck happened at the end? And I don't understand it. Did Tony die? What the fuck? And I'm like, you're about 20 years late, but it's okay.
It's okay. She was pumped up.
Well, did he die? And I said, actually, David Chase just had a recent interview, and we talked about it. He did reveal that Tony did die. But because of what was going on in the times, the Afghan war, Saudi, all that, he think it was a good idea to kill a guy that was loved and hated. He thought it was not a good idea to kill him on TV. So that's the reason why it never happened. And they have the famous scene.
Really?
They have the famous scene that fades to black. And we leave it up in the air and let you use your own imagination. So there you go. He was like, well, fuck that. I don't know. What, did they kill him or not? And I said,
right.
Calm down. So
she would have been yelling at you like that too. It's pretty funny.
That's my sister's voice. What? I don't understand. What the fuck happened? It's okay. So
she gets a little worked out.
I told her she needs a friend, and he needs batteries. But there you go.
Oh. On that note,
Jim Harbaugh, does he keep Michigan, Alex? Is he going back to the NFL? Because that's the rumors.
I don't know. Only he can answer that. I really don't have too much to say about that. I mean, only he can answer that. I don't know. That's a tough decision for him, I'm sure, because he loves his alumni. So, I mean, I just got to wait and see.
Yeah.
Got to wait and see. But, you know, I can definitely see him going to the Raiders and taking over the helm. That John Gruden was there and had something really pretty special going on. And, you know, I feel a little bit for John Gruden, like, because when I seen he got that job, going back to the Raiders where he was there, you know, for a minute. I believe he was an assistant coach, offense coordinator, or something like that. But you know, back in the day, and I don't know. I like to visualize things like, can you see Jim Harbaugh in a Raiders hat? Yes, I can. And money talks. So, but he's bigger than that. He don't, you know. So I don't know. You just gotta wait and see, man. Only he can answer that.
Right. So my sister just commented, leave it to Anna for her to maybe possibly watch other shows. Maybe she'll watch Gilligan's Island, and she'll finally tell me, did they ever get off the fucking island or not?
Oh my God.
Yeah, they did. There was a movie about it.
There was, yeah. There was a movie about it.
I'm waiting for her to say,
horrible,
what show should I watch next? I'm like, just stay away from anything that has a cliffhanger.
Yeah, she can't handle that.
Yeah. Who shot JR? Oh my God.
Who shot JR? Oh my God.
But so Michigan COVID-19 data from Thursday the 6th, almost all the countries see cases increase, explode virus rapidly. So they, you know, I guess, you know, the Omicron transformer variant, I guess it just, it spreads faster than the Delta.
Mm-hmm.
What's the original one called? Is it called the shit store? Is it called the shit show? I don't know. They got all these different variants now. So, and they keep giving them different names. So,
right, combining them, etc. Yeah,
they all sound like Transformer names to me.
So I'll give you a little insight. So my ex-wife recently, Nati went back to school, and you know, I think DC went back to virtual. No, Chicago went back to virtual. Some LA places in LA went back to virtual. So they are saying maybe a week or two before they send the kids back to regular school because of the Christmas holiday and the holidays. So I thought that was a pretty smart move on her half to not send her back to school. So I know your daughter's still on virtual learning. It's scary out there because we are in flu season, right? And there's a lot of kids that are young. You know, when you got a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, they're wiping boogers on each other and they're sneezing and coughing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is a pretty smart move that some of these cities are going to virtual and say, hey, you know what? Let's try to weather the storm with all the people that recently kind of hung out for the holidays. And, you know, and we're not saying we're going back to total virtual, but I think that's definitely, so Detroit area.
You're not far from it.
Yeah. So look, Connie just said Detroit area is going back to virtual. Yeah, because they're trying to weather that storm or take away that blow that before that the, you know, COVID becomes rapid again. You know what I mean?
And it's not just with the schools, it's with all the businesses. So many businesses shutting down, opening back up, shutting down. It's ridiculous, you know.
Right.
I don't know. And like I said months ago, or maybe a couple months ago, I don't see the government shutting nothing down. You know, I don't see it. And I mean, it's worse now, and they ain't shut shit down. So what the fuck? I don't know. I'm not trying to be right. I wish I was wrong, but it is what it is, and it's pretty fucked up, and it's getting worse.
Agree.
You know, I was gonna take my daughter to get her first vaccination. I'm taking her Monday, and so, you know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, just protect yourself. You know, protect yourself. You know. My whole thing is make sure you guys are constantly washing your hands. You know, washing their hands, and
Wearing a mask.
Wearing a mask. And
Sanitize, carry hand sanitizer in your car. I mean, these are all things that we've just been shouting and saying, but I will say this, anybody who's been consistently wearing a mask, I bet you haven't really had the normal colds and coughs that you always have, past years. And you can say no, but I know plenty of people who have said, man, since I've been wearing a mask and I've been taking all these precautions, I haven't gotten my normal cold that I get during, the winter season or,
right.
And it depends on where you actually live. I mean, if you're not in Michigan and you're not in, you're in Colorado or Arizona, it's just, it's different, and people forget about that. They think that, everybody's situation is different.
But this is the thing, they're forgetting about it, and then they're traveling to those places, and so they're spreading it that way too, right? I just feel also, I don't know, and maybe it's just me, but what really gets on my nerves, and I'm just so tired of fucking seeing it, and it just looks so ignorant when people say, oh, you got 3 shots and you still got the vaccine, or you got 3 vaccine shots, but you still caught COVID. Sounds to me like it doesn't work. Vaccines are not a cure. Again, vaccines are not a cure. What it is, though, is going to give you a lower percentage rate that if you do catch it, you're going to be able to survive. It's a higher percentage rate of surviving, lower percentage of side effects, and you're going to be able to fight it a little bit better. I think it's so ignorant when people are like, oh, you could still get it. What's the point? Do you want to be 1 in 80 or 1 in 80,000? The numbers don't lie. Do the math.
Right.
And then also, it also matters if you have 2 healthy people that get, vaccinated, or you have one that has underlying conditions. Well, you all could still get it, but it's are you going to be able to fight it off? Is it going to be less symptoms, right? Like, I know people who tested positive for COVID recently who have been vaccinated and they have no symptoms, but this is their second time getting it. And the first time they got it, they were vaccinated, and they literally, it was like death. They were in hospital. They were very scared. They didn't know if they were going to be intubated. They didn't know if they were going to be put on a ventilator, all of these things. So what side do you want to be on in the regards of the symptoms and how you're able to handle it, right? And then I also have a friend who, and I don't know if she's watching, but I'm going to put it out there. Her family isn't vaccinated. There's only one person in her house that's vaccinated. COVID is going around their home for the second time. And guess which person didn't get it either time? The person that's vaccinated. And he sleeps in a bed with, with the people who are. And it's like, they can say that that has nothing to do with it, but it's going on in your house twice, and that person still didn't get it. That person's vaccinated. I don't know.
I went to change yesterday, and a security guard standing out front, and there's people, and I was like, "Are they open?" No, everybody got COVID. So
yesterday at the vet, they are not letting anybody in, and you had to wait outside, and only one person could go in. I had a girlfriend of mine came with me to put my doggie to rest, and I was only able to go in by myself, but I had to keep my mask up and I had to keep a distance from the doctors. And I'm sobbing, I'm crying, I'm a fucking mess in this little room by myself. And he came in and he said, I'm so sorry. I know you want to kiss your pet. I need you to put your mask up, though. We've had several people here pass away from COVID at the vet, right? And this isn't the doctor, the veterinarian. Shout out to Dr. Day at Glendale Animal Hospital in Glendale, Arizona. Their staff is absolutely incredible. They were so compassionate and so caring. But Dr. Day is an older gentleman, right? And he said, I just can't risk any, buddy who comes in here passing it to any of us. And I'm sure he has that fear, but he said he's had staff. His staff has died. And I'm like crying about my pet, and I'm like crying about him saying that because I felt terrible, and I understood, but there's a lot of places right now that are like, no, we have no staff. They all have COVID. We have to shut down because they have COVID. They've died from COVID. Like, I don't give a fuck how it got here and what you think. Death is real.
So let me give
Death is real.
a note. I'm pretty sad. Eddie sent me a text. I think Alex sent me the article. I knew it was happening. He talked about it. He didn't know what he was going to do. But Dr. Dre reportedly could lose millions because he canceled the Super Bowl performance.
He did what?
Canceled the Super Bowl performance, Dr. Dre.
Why?
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID?
Yep.
He doesn't want to get it, or he's
maybe some of the people that are.
It's not up to him. It's not up to him.
So what do you mean it's not up to him?
It's not up to him. It's not in.
He
his
didn't
hands to
cancel
call
it?
that off. I mean, he doesn't own the stadium where it's going to be that for the Super Bowl.
So why are they saying that he
canceled
canceled
it?
it?
Call the shots. He can't call the shots for that.
Okay, I'm confused though. The article is saying that he canceled it, or Super Bowl's been canceled.
He could lose millions.
It's the whole halftime show, just period, because of the people that are around there and the way they do the stage and everything.
So they canceled the entire halftime show.
They didn't. It's not official. They're just saying that they might have to cancel it.
Okay, I'm just looking for some
Not in
clarification
stone.
here. I didn't get these articles, so I'm trying to figure out what.
He's just a showman. He has no say over that.
So there could be a possibility,
right? To do that. So yeah, he has no say over that. I mean, that's it goes to the state and then on down. Yeah, the owner of the stadium, then the GM of the team, and like.
So they're
just an
saying
entertainer.
possibility. So are they saying that the entire Super Bowl will be canceled for spectators and it'll just be televised?
Just the halftime show.
Just the halftime show.
Just the halftime show. That's all.
As far as I know,
when
I read
that sucks.
that it was canceled. But
it's bad, man. It's going on everywhere. Beaumont Hospital over here in Dearborn.
But he could, like Linda said, he can pull out of performing if he wanted. Right? Is that what he did?
Yeah, different people can pull out of that performance.
Yeah, he didn't do that though. No, yeah, okay. Okay, what were you saying, Alex?
I was just trying to say that Beaumont Hospital over here in Dearborn, I mean, it's just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Not Michigan, obviously New York is a big. It's just it's bad. It's worse. Like I said, it's worse than it was. And if
well, they had to call in.
Not paying attention to the numbers. They're twice. It's twice as worse than it was the first year, and we're in the third year. And Beaumont Hospital has got 750 COVID patients plus 430 workers out with the virus. So how can they get people going to the hospitals get taken care of? It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. That's horrible. And now I'm sure you've seen it, Drake, because you pay attention to the political stuff. They're talking about mandating everywhere, because of losing. They're sending 430 workers home from the hospital. I mean, shit, they can't even afford to send one home, and it's 430. So that doesn't tell you how bad it is. It's 1,000 times worse, and it's very scary. And I can't wait for my daughter to get the shot. She's been wanting to get it. And so like I said, I'm taking her to get her first shot, man, and hopefully it helps, But yeah, it's just scary, man. It's very scary, for sure.
Extremely.
I wish I'm gonna see if he's working, but so I know that, and I didn't post this article, but I know that originally the post office told Biden to go fuck himself. Even though the post office is about the mandate, even though the post office is part of the government, they're kind of not. They're kind of their own thing. But now I guess there's now I guess the government is saying, look, you guys got to get vaccinated. And I was gonna call a buddy of mine that is anti-vax, and that he works for the post office. So I think he's working, but. I wanted to get his thoughts on that. You know what I mean? So
pretty sure we know what his thoughts are.
Know what his thoughts are.
So the post office is telling them that they need to be vaccinated.
The government is saying that they need to be vaccinated. The postmaster was appointed by Trump, so he basically said, Biden, go
Fuck
suck.
you.
Yeah, go suck it. We're not doing it. Now they're saying the government's pushing back and they're saying you guys got to get vaccinated, and they're fighting right now back and forth. So, but we'll get out of that COVID bubble. Uber rider who got stuck in the Virginia traffic jam, the one that happened recently, ended up with a $600 bill. A Virginia man has been refunded. $600 was charged by Uber ride after he became trapped in a mile-long traffic in Virginia, and they had some stuck on the interstate for more than a day. So he got charged $600. I would have beat the shit out of that Uber driver.
Okay, yeah, there's a lawsuit. Sounds like to me.
Yeah.
No tip for you, motherfucker.
600. I was like, how did that even happen? Like, I don't
But
even.
they don't. So I'm confused because usually Uber just charges per distance, right? Not per time.
Right.
So if he was going the same distance, it just took longer.
Because when a cab, they charge by time sometimes.
They charge by time.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a super busy area. Like, I know when I used to travel to Washington, D.C., there were so many cabs that everybody had to stick to the rate.
Yeah, they charge by time.
There was a rate, though. Like you couldn't gouge,
charged by
right?
the mile, not by the time. It's by the mile.
No. See,
charged by the time.
Well, in the cabs I've been in Detroit, the red cab, checker cab, they charge by as the mile goes.
No, New York and DC,
Okay.
if you're stuck in traffic jam, they charge by the time. Yeah.
Never heard of it. But
Oh, yeah, because there's a little timer.
Yep.
There is a timer. Now that I remember, it's been such a long time since I've been there, but I used to be there nonstop and if I didn't take the cab, I'd take the metro, which is like, fuck, dude. That's where COVID's living. You're literally on top of each other, but it's a whole lot cheaper to get to where you need to go.
I mean, there's no cabs over here no more, so.
Like, it's real life shit. Like, taking cabs and the metro in DC is very gives you anxiety.
In New York, for standing and waiting time is $30 per hour.
Oh, okay.
plus mileage.
So the Uber place, where was that at?
It was in Virginia. I don't know where in Virginia.
Well, aren't they right by DC?
Well, it depends on where in Virginia. You know what I mean? If they could have been in.
They're crossing the Potomac.
Yeah, if they were in the DC area, that's possible.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah, that's probably.
That sounds a little bit more. That traffic there, holy fuck! Like, I've seen some fucking traffic in New York, all that, but that traffic there, I could see. It's like LA on a fucking bridge, and you're just like, what the fuck? Because you have everybody, Virginia, Maryland, you have all these different places trying to get into the one space in DC, and like I was saying, when you take the metro or a cab, you have to you're like, all right, ready? Like, you're rocking, ready to jump off, jump on, right? As soon as it comes to a stop, you have a crowd of people moving so fucking fast, and that cab, if you don't catch it, man, whew, I can feel my anxiety just talking about it. Shit is wild.
Yeah, I got a friend, my brother. He lives in DC, and
that shit's insane.
When he first moved out there, he would call me just for his drive home. He was like, "This shit is fucking crazy, man."
Insane.
And he lives near Maryland, if not in Maryland, DC. So you're dead on, dead on for real.
So there would be nurses that worked at the Children's Hospital, because we used to go to the Children's Hospital a lot there in DC, and there would be nurses that lived right in Maryland or Virginia or whatever, and they would go to the Children's National Hospital, but what would normally on a Saturday morning, Saturday and Sunday morning, take them 20 minutes, right? Driving with no traffic like it is during the week. There'd be times where they'd have to stay the night because they'd have early appointments, and they'd literally have to leave anywhere from an hour to 2 hours early just to get there in the morning on time and be safe with it, because it could range anywhere from an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes just for one way.
Right.
On a weekday. And that's just if everything goes as normal, without any accidents, without any fuckery, without anything other than the normal fuckery. I was like, that y'all really are dedicated.
I was stuck in a cab in New York going to the airport. And I was only 3 miles, and it was $60 because I was stuck in traffic for a while. So yeah, it sucks. Yeah, in Detroit, I don't know.
Walk faster with 3 miles.
Well, in Detroit, I don't think they have that by the time. It's more New York, Chicago that they charge
Because of the traffic. Yeah.
traffic. Yeah. Now, recently, I know Detroit, the old train station. I actually posted this article a couple days ago before Alex sent me this article. But there's a large new window revealed at Michigan train station. I don't see the thing, but I guess they recently released what is it, a picture frame, or what did they do, Alex? Revealed at the Michigan.
I couldn't even tell you either. I haven't been out, bro.
One of the three largest windows in.
All I do is see the lights. All I see is the lights in the windows. I have no idea.
It's
sorry.
The windows in Metro Train installed. It was 350.
When you live by it all the time, all you do is look at it and move on.
So the windows that they're referring to is the big glass 3 windows in the front. They cost $350 million so far in the renovations. Damn.
What?
Cool. Yeah. No wonder why nobody wanted to buy that building.
Wow. That's crazy.
They recently released an article that I posted. I guess they showed it's, and I thought the train station was closed a lot longer, but I guess the last train left in 1988. And I can't. I mean, I was in middle school, right? But I don't remember ever trains leaving there. But maybe they just did, and I just didn't pay attention. But I went to school right there at St. Vincent's. And I would always see people at the train station, but I didn't, I guess you didn't pay attention because it's not like Central Station in New York or DC and stuff like that. But
right.
My parents said it was so beautiful in there. So at one point, marble floors.
There's a lot of history in there, and everything going back in the day. So
yeah,
when people did take trains
to
New York, Chicago, etc. So
just people stopped taking trains. That's the reason why it actually shut down. So.
Right.
The Rock Johnson tequila becomes more fast-growing tequila in history of all spirits. It's called, what is it called? Termana?
Yeah, yeah, you got it.
Termana. So fastest-growing tequila.
That amount tequila.
Have you tried it? Anybody try it?
I did try it one time.
How was it?
It's good. I mean, it's good. It's it's not like Casadores or like the real tequila, but it was good. I tried it one time.
He sold her
The Rock, man. I gotta try that. Anything he does, I gotta try it. So
he sold 690 9-liter cases in one.
Killing it, man. What ain't he doing right? So yeah.
So recently, I know Antonio Brown was released from the Bucs. What's your thoughts, Alex, of Antonio Brown? I know he's kind of a bad boy. He's kind of a guy that doesn't mix well with it. Doesn't mix well.
You know what? There's so much to unpack from that story, man. With him and Bruce, the coach, of Tampa Bay Bucs, Bruce Arians, and there was, I listened to an interview with Damian Woody, former Detroit Lion, Jet, Super Bowl, New England. He played with Tom Brady, and and he kind of said, or he didn't kind of, he said that Antonio Brown didn't know about, he had an ankle injury, and he was saying that Bruce Arians, the coach wanted him to play under the injury. He didn't know about a certain shot. I don't know what the name was called that players have been getting for years just to continue to play and help the team win and be on the field. And, but he has a history, of obviously everybody, if you follow the NFL like that and follow him, going back to the Pittsburgh Steelers, I put a post up and I said, I've never seen nobody in any athlete quit like that. And take we've seen Dennis Rodman throw off the jersey off of, ejections and shit like that. But I never seen nobody take their shoulder pads off prior. Like I said, there's just so much to unpack out of that situation. Obviously, he has, they're saying he has CTE. He has problems. He went on a Twitter rant talking to, sending a tweet to Tom Brady and
I saw
talking about his bank, showing his bank account numbers. So he obviously got, I had a family member comment on my post and say that he's just arrogant and he's selfish and blah, blah, blah. And I agree with her, and he is. But when you and like I said, you gotta do your research. Do your research, because it's all on there on the Google. When somebody's throwing furniture out of a fucking 14th from the 14th floor of a building and almost killed a 22-year-old child, there's a little bit more than being arrogant. So, like I said, do your research before you.
He needs a mental evaluation. He's got some stuff going on.
It's bigger than it's a bunch of all of that. Yeah, it's more than that. So, like I said, I don't know, and that's why, Tom Brady said he wants empathy for him and this and that, because he knows what's going on. He's the one that brought him to the team, and I'm surprised that nobody jumped on Tom Brady. I haven't seen no articles about them jumping on Tom Brady for bringing him to the team and pointing the finger. Ain't nobody gonna point the finger at Tom Brady.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he has that level of respect and everything. But
Tom knows what's going on
help.
and probably knows who, he brought him to the team, so he saw who he was prior, and he's seeing these changes mentally, and then knowing.
Let him live in his house, for God's sake. So
he's very supportive of him, so he knows. Right. He's seeing something that we don't really know behind the scenes because we're not shown that, and so he's feeling bad for him to say show him empathy in this situation, and for his mental state. He's fragile, right? He's very fragile, and even though he may have been arrogant to begin with, it goes past arrogance as this point.
He's a wide receiver. Come on.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're not a football fan. Wide receivers are arrogant. Terrell Owens, Michael Irvin, going back to Deion Sanders, who was a cornerback, but he played wide receiver.
Yeah.
It's nothing new if you're a real, true NFL fan. Wide receivers are prima donnas. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But some of them need help. And like I said, I hope he gets it. And this ain't the first thing that situation that he's dealt with. So, I kept it short and sweet when I post, and I don't like to see, I don't like to see no athlete or nobody in life just,
struggle,
hurt themselves, and whether they get hurt on the field or they're hurting themselves unknowingly.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Unknowingly. So, I'm a big sports fan, and I don't like to, I wish the best for anybody that gets hurt or is dealing with depression or anything like that. So hopefully he does. There was some other things going on. A girl came out saying on social media that she spoke with him prior, and he was drunk, and he was just rambling on about some, certain things and stuff like that. But I mean, there's so many signs there, as everybody likes to use the red flag thing, whatever, but hopefully he gets help. And
well, when people are drunk, they tend to ramble about the truth.
Another year or two, if he does decide to come back, because he's good. He got paid from, and God bless Mike Tomlin, the Steelers coach, because he had to put up with that, and you never heard nothing except for, like I said, the things that he dealt with, tossing furniture out of his apartment, getting pulled over, for speeding or drunk driving, whatever it was. So
he sounds like he needs some therapy and some medication, and to get, and if he's drinking, whatever medication he's taking, he's self-medicating somehow. So it's going to go ahead and make whatever he is taking not keep his balance. So hopefully they step in and help him,
Right. I agree. Babygirl, better known as Aaliyah, her Unstoppable is set to drop this January. Black Crown Records 2.0 founder Aaliyah uncle Barry Hackerson recently just spelled that Aaliyah's new album Unstoppable will be released before January ends. So I know there's a lot of people that are upset about this album, but
I don't know why.
I don't know, it'd be nice to hear some new music from her.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they're upset. I mean, she was a beautiful soul. She was a beautiful person, a beautiful artist. It had so much ahead of her, and her life was ended in tragedy and taken, far too soon from us. And if there's stuff that we haven't heard and that they're remixing and putting her voice to, then so be it. Why are you so angry? Do you? Don't worry about what they're doing with her, and for her legacy. So
Right.
I never got that. Like, why people be upset? They don't get upset when something was released from Tupac. Maybe they did, and we didn't hear about it. But like, mind your business. You don't want to fucking hear it, right? Worry about your own self. If you don't like it, then don't fucking listen to it. But why you gotta put negative stank coochie energy on people's shit, right? Like, come on. Like, worry about your own self. Don't you guys, what are you doing? Better yet, when's your record releasing? And you're alive.
So Wu-Tang album, Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, was sold last July by the U.S. government. The price sold for now has been public. You guys remember in 2015, Martin Scarelli bought it for $2 million, and he was convicted of security fraud, and he had over $7.36 million. So the government sold the the album that they sold to him, Once Upon a Shaolin. I mean, it's a pretty bad album. I released some tracks from it. He criticized it. I think Wu-Tang was a little upset about it because it was supposed to be just for him.
Well, the RZA was upset that he sold it.
Mm-hmm.
He was just kind of devastated about that he sold it, and
yeah,
just made a mistake and wasn't thinking. And the guy he's from New York, so obviously he did really want it for specific personal reasons and had love for hip hop or rap, you know what I mean, or he just wanted it to make money, who knows, but I just thought that shit looks amazing, man. Like, wow, if people came out with albums, in cases like that and shit. Oh my God. But,
right.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And then some of the pics are just like,
it is really cool.
That shit is amazing. And the price is only going to go up, and the history is only going to get even more, like valued or whatever, increase in value and all that good stuff. But yeah, I thought that was an amazing story. Like, wow. Like,
I agree.
I'm sure RZA's kicking himself in the ass for that, man. Right.
Right.
Wu-Tang forever.
Yeah. But the album cover, it looked amazing. It was like box.
It looks like it's from the ancient times and shit. It looks dope as hell.
Looks like an artifact. Yeah, it looks
right.
Amazing.
Perfect word right there.
It looks like an artifact. Which, hey, like you said, Wu forever. So. Yeah, that's awesome.
So the biggest moments of the Staples Center history was just released. Let me play this real quick because they're changing.
Do you think anyone's going to call what was the Staples Center Crypto.com Arena anytime soon?
Really, there's so much history and heritage that happened there.
When you whisper, mountains crumble.
And expect a long celebration here.
LA Sparks on their second straight WNBA championship.
Ball tipped out to Warriors, straight on three.
Oh my God.
That energy, though.
It is truly remarkable.
That was on the Pistons.
I saw him.
Looked like it was on dark.
I seen him. You see Snoop?
The Kings won.
Listen to these fans, better than 18,000 up on their feet.
Did he score the 81 there? Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah.
Against Toronto. And I got the figure.
You just shocked the world.
Against the Pistons again.
Damn.
DeAndre Jordan.
Nasty.
Wichita State going to the Final Four with a 70-66 victory over Ohio
Great game.
State.
Great college game.
We're gonna get a dunk here.
She did it! Got your epic.
What can I say? Mamba out.
Rest in peace.
Heritage that happened in that building, and I want to make sure we give respect to.
Yeah.
So, will you call it the Staples Center, or will it be
Do you
called?
think anyone's going to call?
So, you know, they're going to call it the Crypto. I don't think. I think
I don't like that.
Staples Center. You
It's
know,
always been the Staples Center. Like, why?
you know, here the stadiums have changed, especially at Arizona Cardinals. It was a different couple names. Glendale Arena.
I like the Diamondback Stadium, man. I'm
Well, no,
I'm
that's-
a huge fan of Arizona teams.
But that's always
Isn't that funny? Like,
I love their stadium.
in Chase Field. Before that, it was the what was the name of Chase before they combined?
Oh man.
oh, I don't know because I was.
It's owned by Chase. Where the Suns play, it used to be called before Southwest Arena. It used to be called American Airlines. It was called US West. So it was it was called a bunch of different names.
That's what I remember. American Airlines Center. Yeah.
So in Cardinal Stadium, it was called State Farm. It was called University of Arizona Stadium.
State Farm.
Yeah, it was called all these different names. And then the Glendale Arena was called Gila Ben Arena.
Yeah, and Chase
I
Field.
believe
The reason,
Gila Ben, yeah.
the reason I like it and I remember is because that was the first field with the retractable roof.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
So
yeah, I like Detroit.
When I moved here, I was literally, you could see it from my house.
They stayed the same, right? Joe, you imagine them changing Joe Louis Arena to someone else? Like, what? Like,
well, it doesn't exist no more. So,
no, but I'm saying, like, if you said you called it something else, you know what I mean? And now you have
It's awkward.
like Tiger Stadium, the Comerica Park. It took me.
I still say Tiger Stadium. I still say Tiger. I'm like Tiger Stadium, Comerica. I follow it up with a Comerica, but I literally say Tiger Stadium, Comerica
Right.
every time. You know,
Yeah,
Tiger
that's
Stadium,
embedded
Comerica.
in my brain. But I love Comerica Park. I do.
Me too.
Beautiful stadium.
It is beautiful.
COVID, but I forgot to mention this. Roman Reigns, WWE's biggest star, tested positive for COVID and was scratched from Atlanta's event, which I believe it was
last week. Yeah.
Damn it, Roman. Damn it, Roman.
He's good now. Oh, he's good.
Is he good?
He's back on last night. So yeah.
That's worrisome because he had, he's had a lot of medical issues and
Yeah.
it's scary.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm glad he's good.
Strong
I'm
man.
glad he's good.
Head of the table.
Tribal
chief is all good and healthy.
Summed it up, but I like that. I know it's hard to get used to Little Caesars Arena, but that is Detroit. That is a Detroit product, right? That is a Michigan product. I know Tiger Stadium. Even when Monahan owned the Tigers, it wasn't called.
Tom Monahan. Wow.
It wasn't called.
Right, he took us back.
It wasn't Domino Stadium, right?
Right. Yeah, and the Domino's Pizza right across the street. Yeah.
I'm hungry, guys. You guys are making me
I
hungry.
remember. Yeah, my grandmother ordering Domino's in there for me and my cousin back in the day when my parents would go to Tiger Stadium bar.
I'm going to give you a little insight. In '84, guess what? Illich didn't own the Tigers. Monahan is the last owner that won the World Series.
Victoria says they should have named Little Caesars Arena after Gordie Howe.
Yeah,
I agree.
You know what though? But you know
I
what?
agree.
There's a lot of things named after Gordie Howe. As you know, we went to the arena and stuff like that.
I think they should too. I was not for the.
It's on the way. Yeah, they're doing a bridge. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I wasn't
He's
for
not
the
forgotten.
name.
He'll never be forgotten for sure.
So when they build the Dreeks,
Can't really name. You can't really name. I won't go into that. It's another topic for another show. You can't name a stadium after a player.
You can't.
You just can't. You just can't. It's not. I don't want to say ethical, but have you seen one? Who does that? That's what That's why there's statues made for stuff like that.
So when they name the next
single out one person,
after Dreek Swift, I just want
It's not his fault. He's amazing.
I want to see a Drake Swift. You know, they should put all of our statues on over there on Rose Parks Boulevard, man.
Just saying.
You know, our family, you know, just a whole family of statues and shit. Michigan and Trumbo. So
Triple G gets he gets his wish fighting Canelo this year. Is this number 3? Yeah, this is number 3, right? Or what?
They're working on it. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're both not getting any younger, and everybody, I'm sure the fans want to see it. That'll be the biggest money fight, hands down, over any Jake the Paul brothers or any Mayweather. Maybe maybe not Mayweather, but you know, he's under a rock, so you know. But that'll be the biggest fight next to Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford.
Right.
The real true blue boxing fans want to see Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. Been a long time coming, way more than Canelo and Triple G. So
Triple G.
But yeah, we'll see, man. It's gonna be a fun year for boxing, man. I'm excited for sure. But with the COVID and everything, who knows what's gonna happen?
So Sports Illustrated names Jake Paul the breakout year.
You know, once again, I don't, you know, I mean, he's fought more fights than that's probably why he got that, because he fought 5 fights, but he fought bums. He fought guys that are not even ranked. They're in the UFC, they were ranked, former champions and shit.
Yeah, they weren't on his level.
I don't, you know what? I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking his work ethic, his marketing strategy, all of that shit. It's A1. But fight some real fighters, man. And now he's gonna go transition to Jake Paul to the UFC. And hey, just fight some real fighters, man. You know, he's trying to call out Canelo and all that, and he was doing that for a reason. He knows he's not gonna get that fight, and
right.
He don't want to see that. He don't want to end his career that early. He
don't want that smoke.
He not at all. But he is. I believe he's a really good fighter. Watching him box. And watching boxing for as long as I have, I believe he's a really good fighter. You know,
Mickey,
he does not deserve he don't deserve no locker next to Canelo. So
I want to see him catch Canelo's hands, though. I really want to see him
I would
catch
love
them
to see it, though.
hands.
I would love to see.
I think he needs to get knocked on his ass, but you know,
he wants to test himself like that.
You know, give it to
the
him.
Shit out of him.
Yeah, give it to him.
Hey, he's willing to get his ass. He's basically willing to get his ass kicked for a substantial amount of money.
Hey, punch me in the face for a couple dollars, right?
Mickey says this, Alex.
My problem. You got a problem, kid. You got a chicken problem. What's the matter? You got nothing left inside, huh? Because you're training like a damn bum, you know that?
You train like a damn bum.
Like a damn bum.
Back to the docks where you belong. Now you're gonna make me watch. I actually watched the first 3 2 weeks ago, and then I stopped at 4. I didn't get to Drago, but I know you were watching it around Christmas time. I think you were watching part 2 or whatever. But yeah, I love that's my favorite trilogy or you know, whatever you want to call it, next to, you know, Back to the Future and Karate Kid.
Right.
Sagas, but yeah, bum. Go back to the docks where you belong.
You bum, you bum, you bum, you bum, you bum.
Like a bum.
That's all I got for the show. If you want to go to Word on the Street Pod, if you go to calendars, you're going to see all the remaining upcoming guests. Next week, we're going to review season 4 of Cobra Kai. I just finished watching it. I didn't.
I'm going to watch it with my daughter.
I thought it was great. I watched
it too. You know, y'all know I don't watch shit.
Awesome.
I watched it too.
You liked it, huh?
Look at me out here doing things like normal people.
When we get off the show, I'm going to do this. If you're real Karate Kid fans, know what this is.
You know, I think we talked about it, but
don't make me crane this motherfucker.
Oh shit!
They're staying true.
I want to break ice.
They're staying true to the story. You know, I recently watched a video that I knew about what with Miyagi or whatever, he wasn't even in the running for that part. But
Right.
once the producers, because the producer didn't want him, the studios didn't want him, they didn't want him. They
That's
said,
crazy. I'm glad you've seen that story.
we're not putting him in this type of role. We're not putting a comedian, because you got to remember he came from Happy.
And it was his ethnicity, it was a lot that had a lot to do with it too, I think. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Yeah. So once he did the voice and he sat down with Daniel LaRusso's character, it was magic. They said.
Right.
It's magic. So,
and what's her name said Elizabeth Shue had said, like, she didn't think that Ralph Macchio was like good for that part at first. She kind of talked about that, but the rest is history. So
the rest is history. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah. But that's all I got. You could follow me everywhere at Drake Swift on all platforms, Alex.
For sure. I'll follow you. I'm already following you. No. Well, you threw it to me like that. So, no, I mean, you see it on the bottom of the screen. Anybody that follows me, SportsMod313 on Instagram and Twitter, I appreciate it. Appreciate you following the show, watching however you're watching. And once again, like I say, not just about the subscribing, the sharing and liking. Tell us how you're watching it, why you're watching it. If you're on your way to work, taking a shit on the toilet, listening to us on the podcast, like, just give us some feedback and tell us, tell us if you want us to do anything. And, that's what we're here for you, the listener and viewer. So that's all I got. I want to give it once again. I want to give a shout out to Robert Courtney Associates, marketing branding agency. I had a wonderful time, doing a photo shoot with them, and everybody will see them pictures leaking out one at a time. And it was just, really humbling to be, with everybody, the whole team, to be together like that. He was shocked. And, obviously we were missing the one and only, rest in peace, Ashley Rose. Like I said, I just want to send some love to Robert Courtney, his kids and entire family, Ashley Rose's family, Ashley Rose Foundation. Type it up, look it up. You got a story to share, whether, no matter what you're dealing with, disease, depression, COVID, whatever it may be. Just, show some support and love and share your story. But shout out to RCA team. Much love. And shout out to Rod Daniels real quick. He actually reached out to me yesterday or earlier today and said that he was going to try. He loves what we're doing. Loves you guys, loves the whole everything we're doing and supporting everybody, and just in general. And he's gonna try to do what he can to get some more, some hot shot celebrities on the show for us and stuff. So I appreciate. Shout out to Rod Daniels, much love, and that's all I got.
Definitely shout out to Rod Daniels.
Yeah, shout out to Ro.
Yeah, Tori, anything?
As I always say, be kind to one another. You never know what your neighbor, the person next to you, is going through. So just extend some kindness and gratitude throughout your day. I really just want to thank everybody who has been so supportive of me the past week with everything going on with my baby, my fur baby, who's now in heaven with Zach and his sister. Shout out to my mom for being supportive, my boyfriend, all my girlfriends. They've all really been, amazing and so caring and really just comforting during this time. It's, people, there's some people I heard that don't get it, right? They're like, it's just a dog. But when you think about it, that dog never leaves your house, right? That dog is always with you. Maybe it travels with you.
Best friend.
It's the one thing in your home that doesn't matter what the fuck you do. It is excited to see you every day, right? You could literally take the garbage out and they're like, oh my God, where have you been? I've missed you. You're the greatest.
Yeah, for sure.
Where are you going? Right? Do you love me? Oh my God, love me. I love you. And they just give so much unconditional love. So when you've lived with, something like that and that energy and that part of your family for like I did for 14 years, it's hard. It's literally
Yeah.
feels like losing a child. So I just want to say thank you to
Yeah.
everybody who's been so supportive and loving and giving all well wishes, and you as well, Alex. And
Yeah,
thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
animals. You already know that.
Yeah.
We lifted you showed him the prince not too long ago.
Mhm.
I lifted my fat
Yeah,
cat up
he
and
was
just
the
like
prince.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
devastated, just so I feel you and I'm
He
condolences
was
for sure.
all of
Excuse me.
between 8 and 10 pounds, depending on how much extra
Yeah.
snacks he got. Right, Shih Tzu,
He's so
Prince Peyton of
adorable.
the
God.
Hamptons, aka Pepe Russo. Right, and I swear he was going to be the mayor of Glendale, and he was that awesome. Right, my one-eyed wonder. He was just absolutely incredible. Best little dog I could ever ask for. So thank you to all of you. And, in honor of Pepe, go donate to your local shelters. And,
For sure.
yeah, donate to
Hey,
your local
maybe we might
shelters.
have to
And
do something, down the road, on the show and
yeah.
get some animal lovers on this show. That's one thing we haven't
Mhm.
really touched on, and maybe we
I
need to
think
do that. But
I
go
know a
ahead. I'm
couple
sorry.
people. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah,
I
for
love that
sure.
idea. That would be great. So you can follow me, Tori Rochelle, on Facebook, at All Beauty All Beast on Instagram, The Savage Kitty, that's THEE Savage Kitty on Twitter, and Tori Smooches on Snapchat.
And don't forget, Nikki Thompson,
I love you.
coming on the show. Thank you for coming on and reading some people's cards. You can donate to her at Cash App at Spirit Guide Vibes.
Yes.
So thanks again.
Yes, thanks to everybody who called in too. Thank you, everybody, and thanks
For
again
sure.
to
That
Mikey,
was
so
amazing.
Rainbow. Yes. And like Drake said, you
amazing.
can follow her. Go to her page, follow her, like all her stuff, and show some love and trust in the universe.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? Trust TTP. Trust the process.
Yes.
Always make sure you guys are washing your hands, wearing your mask, and washing your ass. I'm out. Peace out. You guys have a safe one. Bye-bye.